The Korean Saemaul Geumgo model in Uganda is transforming rural communities through promoting financial inclusion, mainly in benefiting districts of Mpigi and Mityana district. Now, with support from the Korean Federation of the Community Credit Cooperatives, 15 Saemaul Geumgo, also known as New Village Banks, have been established and are increasing household incomes. Details follow.
Poverty remains a major problem in a number of communities in Uganda and most of the sub-Saharan countries due to lack of incentive and access to finance. A 2018 report indicates that 46% of the population cannot save money, whereas 47% can only borrow from family and friends. The study also shows that out of 85% of financially excluded people living in rural areas, 56% are women.
We have the biggest majority of our people in the rural communities who are financially excluded, especially in terms of usage and access to quality formal financial services.
To address this challenge, government signed a bilateral agreement with the Korean Ministry of Interior and Safety to support the establishment of the Saemaul Geumgo model in Uganda.
The MG is coming in particularly to fill in that gap, whereby a rural person has a place to run to when he has a financial need, when he has an investment opportunity.
Saemaul Geumgo, loosely translated as New Village Bank, operates on a cooperative model and is aimed at promoting financial discipline and access to affordable financial services in rural communities. The Ministry of Interior and Safety, through the Korean Foundation of Community Credit Cooperatives, has since 2017 supported training of public officials and village leaders to pioneer the formation of new village banks. So far, 15 Saemaul Geumgo have been established in districts of Mpigi and Mityana, with over 5,000 members, of whom 70% are women.
The 12 MGs that have so far been established in Mpigi district have membership who access it easily and then invest and expand on their production.
Over 330 million shillings has been contributed in savings and shares and over 250 million disbursed in loans. This is Bongole Parish, Saemaul Geumgo Community Credit Cooperative Society at Kanani Village in Mpigi district. The Korean Foundation of Community Credit Cooperative support has enabled the Saemaul Geumgo model to register over 800 members in a period of 4 months. Lawrence, a parish chief of Jalamba, Parish of Wama Sub-County in Mpigi district, is among the 16 pioneers trained as local instructor to support the Saemaul Geumgo model in Uganda.
I'm proud of this model because it puts emphasis on an individual development. I see poverty being eradicated through this model.
Jalamba Saemaul Geumgo has disbursed 34 million shillings to members in loans. This model has eased banking services for 5 villages in Jalamba.
We see saving increasing, implying that people have now known the impact, the implications, and the good things about saving.
Due to this tremendous contribution of the Saemaul Geumgo model to livelihood improvement, Jalamba was awarded a permanent certificate of registration by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives. One of the major contributions of the Saemaul Geumgo model is support to agricultural development and household income enhancement.
They can access credit from these MGs that have been established at the village level and parish levels.
That very same money that they borrow also help them to purchase or to buy fertilizer so as to boost on the fertility of the soil, so that at the end of the season they get much better yield.
48-year-old Kate Nasuna, a resident of Tribogo village, Muduma sub-county in Mpigi district, is a member and beneficiary of Tribogo Saemaul Geumgo. She serves with Tribogo's Saemaul Geumgo and regularly takes loans to buy inputs for her farming.
We have
brought agricultural farm inputs, browsed them, The prices are also fair.
Joseph Seguia, a member of Jalamba Saemaul Geumgo model and a farmer with a family of 7 living at Lubanga B village, Buwama sub-county Jalamba parish, through trainings, he learned to save, borrow and invest.
It's a coffee drying yard. I've put up a big store there where I'm storing my produce.
Agnes Nambirige, a 42-year-old mother of 6, used to live in this old house, but she got a loan from Jalamba, Saemaul Geumgo, and constructed a new house.
The
model is also helping government in its poverty alleviation campaign. Goreti Namudu, a youth-trained medical personnel and member of Jalamba, has been able to start her drug shop with a loan from Jalamba MG. The Saemaul Geumgo model project is supporting the establishment of Saemaul Geumgo model young savers clubs in schools to orient young children with a culture of savings, investment and cooperation. The 2 local governments of Mpigi and Mityana are also grateful to the Korean people for extending support to transform rural livelihoods.
We are seeing also these other traditionally established businesses improving in terms of their revenues they are getting.
We have seen an increase in household incomes in the entire region where this project is.
The share capital by the MG is also growing day by day, which is a good indication that the households have also bought into the income-generating activities.
Successful implementation of Saemaul Geumgo model in Uganda has been made possible through the support of the Korean Embassy.
The Korean Embassy has been providing support for Saemaul Geumgo project while improving access to banking for about 5,000 villagers in Uganda.
The MG model will be carried on to so many other districts to be able to replicate it in these communities.
To ensure that Saemaul Geumgo models are sustainable, the Korean Federation of Community Credit Cooperatives plans to support institutional development in form of establishment of a strong umbrella organization for Saemaul Geumgo models in Uganda and digitalization.